let's do a little bit more styling, because this looks a bit ugly. So for each image class, I want to add rounded edges. I want to add a little bit of shadow. That's slightly better. I want to add more of a gap. Let's do 8. Make them slightly smaller. From the heading here as well, let's do some spacing there. And then I think dark background would be good. So let's do, actually this will be in my root, I believe. Yes, let's change this to slate 800, text white everywhere. I actually need to change in my core components. They're all doing text white. Let's make it text. We're doing text zinc, I believe, everywhere. So let's make that text white. And then if I find the heading, the header. Cool. All right, a bit better. And then I want these headers to be bigger, so I don't just want text LG, I want 3XL, like that. Then I've got a side panel. I want to change, want more shadow for that. I want to get a better font in there, but we can do that later. And then what we also need to do is put in some more information about the skin. So underneath, I'm going to do, let's say, yeah, skin name, Midas. There's no description, but what I can do is cost, I believe. What's the other one? Event. So if I put event, not loving that sanitized text, but for now this will do. And then what can I do here? Maybe want to make it so I want more of a gap between these two actually. So we've got the coals here. Get 8 just to separate them a bit. We can add some cool effects later. I would like to change the font, but that isn't that important yet. So what we could do is, I mean, probably don't want to render these ones where the image skin is bad. Don't love how it looks, but we can fix that. Let's do very slight margin off the top, maybe 2. Let's keep it a bit more uniform. And then we want to put a vote count very clearly somewhere. Yeah, tell you what, this is good. We can actually start the voting now. So, that changed. Slight improvements. Alright, and now is the actual PubSub bit. So, first thing to do is we need to make this simple, but I do want to fingerprint the user actually, but that can happen afterwards maybe.
Good job, that was exactly what I came to do.
Yeah, so for each one of these skins, I want to add the ability to click on it and just say vote, and then I'm going to put pgx value, and it will be the skin.id, and skin doesn't exist because I'm not there yet, so this needs to be on this, which makes more sense. But if I click on that, it's going to break because there is no click handler for that whatsoever. So landing live here, I need to do def handle event vote. Let's do that, but this will actually be what do I call it, skin. ID. Skin ID. So I can call this skin ID. Skin ID. Or a no reply socket, and for now I just want to output the skin ID. So if I click, you can see I'm getting 28, 28, 31, 24, 29. These are all the skin IDs for the elements. Apologies for all the dog barking, if you can hear that on the mic. Cool. So that all works. I need to then... Okay, well, I actually want to put a slight hover on this. So for this, let's do on hover, we do scale -1, and then we transition all. So it just gets a little bit nicer when we hover over things, which is nice. And then we also want cursor pointer, like that. Cool. And then we need a new table. So it's ecto.gen.migration, add voting table, and then add voting. So we're gonna create table, call it votes. So add skin ID references skins. And then let's put timestamps as well so we know when that happened. And I'll change that later for fingerprinting. So mix to.migrate. That should store that. Just plugging in. Power. Cool. Okay, and then I need to render.
Hey, wait, I don't mind in
Need to actually make the schema here, so I'm going to do a new one called maybe part of votes. Yeah, maybe part of skins, because that's what it is. So let's do vote.ex. Def module skin rank dot skins dot vote. project.schema, alias, change set. Schema is going to be votes and belongs to a skin, and there are timestamps. And the type of these times is going to be UTC date time. Yeah. And then, so if I do def create new, I'll do create vote, and I'll take a vote, just that, and that's, yeah, I probably won't create, change that, and that will always be a brand new one, so there's no point adding that in. So if we do change set dot cast skin ID like that, and then make it inside of 1 second. Cool. Inside make a new context called skins def module skin rank dot skins. So if I alias skin rank dot skins and then skin revoke, and then alias skin rank dot repo, and then I make a function new vote skin ID, then all I have to do is make a vote dot create. It's actually wrong. This is taking in a vote, and it shouldn't take in a vote. It should take params like that, and then create change set. All that takes in is skin ID like that, and then I do a repo dot insert. Right. Don't need skin yet, but that's fine. So then if I run this, okay, and then sorry about the noise. So in landing live now, I want to actually call on these skins, right? So characters, skins dot new vote, call the skin ID. Cool. I do need to cover these up, but I can do that in a second. Instead of running here, I might run it directly in the terminal here so that it's a bit easier to see what's going on. Cool. So if I click that, that'll set into a vote. So if you go into Postigo now, you will see votes. So skin ID 30 has a vote, which is awesome. Cool. And then what I want to do now, so now people can just vote, which is cool. I'll connect that. Users can vote. But then what I want to do is actually show the votes. So inside, you guys hear me now? Should be able to. Yeah. Cool. So we've got the vote, and now we want to render it. I have to choose where to render it. So what we can do is add a sub. I think we're gonna have to add a subquery. Maybe actually. Yeah. Okay. So characters. Actually, no. This. Characters. So here, when we get all the skins, what we also want to do is fetch all of the votes. Can't remember to do that, to be honest with you. Was in probably want to use an aggregate function when you're joining. I'm not joining manually, so it might be a bit weirder. What I could do, yeah, okay. So, well, let's use AI. I want to count the votes per skin when I fetch all. I think I might have to make a virtual field. Yeah, see, I don't want to do it follow up. No, that's not good. Let's use AI better. I also have a count of the number of votes that skin has. I want to do this. Just the vector. And then if I give it the vote file, it helps it. Yeah, I want to include an aggregation query. So yeah, you actually have to provide okay. Yeah, so we're preloading the skins and the votes and the count. That count is based on. Wait, you're running it twice? I'm not sure if that works, but let's find out. No, of course not. Oh, it's also because ecto.query isn't around for us. Skin rank or skin does not have association. Oh, okay, that's because the skin doesn't actually know about the votes yet. Has many votes. Vote count not found. Doesn't have a vote count, right? Because left joining the vote is grouping by the IDs. It's selecting a vote count. It's getting the vote count. Vote count is captured. Yeah, this is a new field, so why? Sorry about the dog. So this is a new. There's a new field. and it's being appended into this. So why is that a problem? Check out repo preload with query. Yeah, I do just want to add a query. You know what? For now, I'm just going to do it. Like that, and then I'll count it manually for now, because it's also not going to have that many. But I will tweak it afterwards in a section where we clean it up. But for now, I just want to get it going. Okay, so what I want to do now is inside of landing live HTML here. Actually, let's just take a look at all the data. Yeah, great. So we've got everything here. So skin. I would have thought it might be there actually. So let's do this, and then in landing live, inspect skin. Yes, that's fine. So what I'm just going to do here is just put so when we render out the skin, I also want to render out a count of the votes. So if I do, I mean for now, just see it there, but it's not updating. We will do that. So for now, let's just do font semi-bold. Two zeros. Doesn't. How does it look? It looks okay. Make it look a little nicer. Maybe it needs to be the last thing, like that, and then maybe it also needs to be text aligned on the right. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better, and I can make it small again. Cool. Looks a bit weird, but we can fix that. But now I want to make it update, so now, whenever this happens, we have a new vote, but then I also want to reassign the socket here for the characters. So I want to characters to all, and I know I'm being very inefficient here by. But you see the values actually going up now, right? So this is live, which is cool. It's all based on the data. If I refresh it, it's still there. But what I do want to do is make it so that if someone votes, then the other person on their screen will see it at the same time, right? So let's commit this. So like this, and this will be update vote count. which is cool. So now we're actually voting. I also want to reorder these potentially as well. So I know there's some JavaScript that I've used before. I just need to find it. Sorry again for the dog. Just trying to find a JavaScript library that I've used before. Yeah, it's auto animate, I think. Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we want, yeah. So, alright. So let's go to our assets. Yarn, oh shit. Yarn add auto animate. Cool. And then what we actually want is we need to make a PHX hook with Phoenix. So let's add some animations to this thing. If I go to app.js, I've got all these things here. These are all just what come out of the box. But what I also want is hooks. I believe they're actually, I'm putting them in the wrong place, not where params are, because this is just a thing here. So store that, but then hooks, it's going to be empty for now. And then in here, I'm going to make a new thing called autoanimate.js. In here, I'm going to import autoanimate and QAI. And then I want to make a autoanimate hook equals mounted. And then I want to call autoanimate on this element like that, and autoanimate hook comes back. So in here I'm going to import all what do I call it? Oh, I'm not exporting anything. Export default. I mean, really, actually, let's do this properly. Let's call it hooks. Hooks. Import, thank you. And let's just call it animate. And that uses that, which is cool. Start the server up again. Okay, cool. And then we need to actually add this hook. So, in landing live HTML, I want to reorder these, right? So, let's see, one thing I can do is, so, okay, tell you what. Let's do this. For now, I'm going to do, actually, no, skip that same. I'll do this in a second. So, in here, characters all, I want to sort by C, and then I want to do C dot skins. Actually, no, sorry. I need to order each one. So each one cost, but by the votes count. Enum.count votes. An ID is not found in the skin. What's wrong with this? Can you still hear me? What's wrong with this? Yeah, okay, so ID not found in... Oh, right. So I'm just, laptop update. Put character skins because we actually just got rid of the entire thing there. Okay. Okay, so you see how that moved, right? That's cool. Great, right? That moves up, which is cool. But now we want to animate it. So, and again, this is super inefficient because I shouldn't be doing all of this in Elixir, in memory there. That will all change to Ecto, but for now I just want to get things moving. So in landing live HTML here, I should be able to phx hook animate. Is that what I called it? Yeah, it should be. So, well, that didn't animate. Oh, loads of errors. That's because of multiple IDs. Oh, we're not rendering the skin.id. Oh, that's bad. Landing live HTML. So when have I done? Yeah, this needs to be wrapped in braces so it can actually interpolate. Still some errors, but that's because I did it as well for... Oh wait, what? Oh, it's just the ones that it can't find. That's not as big of a deal. But my animation isn't working. And I want to know why. Tell you what, let's put it in... I want to see if this mounted. Console.log this.l. Yeah, okay, so it's definitely calling that. I think it's because the underlying elements, yeah, so this needs to be lowered down, I believe. This needs to be here. So let's do character ID. Skins. What's going on here? I didn't put that there. So now each character has their own. I would have thought that would have animated it. Ah. The whole... Okay, one sec. Yeah, so why isn't this working? Can't be these, right? This might sound weird, but I actually want to do a so document dot this dot L is that not the ID? Either way, this dot L added, removed, or moved. I would have thought I've got the JavaScript. It is mounting. I've got the hook. Oh, hold on. Is it? No, because I'm getting the. No, I'm being stupid now. Oops. This is actually calling it. And then here. Now it's actually calling it. Why isn't that working? To me, this should just... These might need IDs. Because then it might not be able to... That's it. There you go. Cool. So now you have people taking the lead, which is awesome. So this is all about, so this is cool. So now when you vote, it actually moves, which is really cool. Now what I want to do is make other people's votes pop up. So if you have multiple browsers running at once, you'll see other people will see it moving around. LiveView lets us do that pretty easily. Oops. So I haven't done this in a while, so let's see how much I remember it. Stay hydrated. Okay, so first thing we're going to need is a PubSub subscription. So first we need to set up a way for our app to subscribe to the topic, and that way we can use Phoenix PubSub to emit an event, and then we can listen to those events and then feed them back. So if I subscribe to skinrank.pubsub.top, oh, that's correct, like that. Actually, yeah, no, we got that. Then what we want to do is make an event so we can publish the changes to that topic. So for example, I'm going to do one called notify subscribers. So the idea is this will take topic and event, and then we'll do phoenix.pubsub.broadcast to the PubSub, to the topic with the event. And then, but the easiest way to do it, no, okay, let's start with this. So we've got these, and these functions will be used. I don't even know why I put it in here really. Maybe I should move this, but it is gonna. No, let's move it. So we'll have a new context called let's call it messaging. Sure. Ref module skinrank messaging. Cool. And for now, we're only going to have one topic probably, but it's good to be able to manipulate it like that. So if I go to the landing live, there's a special function called connected, which Phoenix LiveView gives you access to. That checks if your socket has actually mounted and it's connected. So your mount actually runs twice. It happens once when you connect to the once when you actually mount the page, and then again once everything is rendered. So you do 2 mounts per render. So if I alias messaging here, then what I'm going to do is do messaging dot subscribe, and I'm going to subscribe with the topic. The topic's going to be, let's call it votes. Right, so now we automatically subscribe to that. And then what I want to do is inside of vote, whenever a vote happens here, or rather in skins, whenever this happens, I want to pipe this to messaging. Let's just messaging dot notify subscribers. And then we want to change what this is, right? So notify subscribers here. I'm going to, let's split this down, messaging. So in here, I don't actually want this, actually. I want OK vote topic. So now we can pipe straight from this. And then we get OK vote. And then the thing is going to be votes. And the event so we need some way of linking these together. So what we can do, yeah, we can call it new vote and then the skin ID. That's good. And then we don't actually care about the vote here. We just, actually no, we do. It's in the event. So in here we're going to do module event vote, right? But then we want another one, notify subscribers, to handle the other case. So if for some reason, yeah, that's perfect. For some reason that doesn't work, we just want to return the error with the reason. Okay, so now this will partly blow up, right? So yeah, so you see here, nothing is handling that just happened. It's emitted it, which is great. Code never works first time, but it did. So now in our landing live HTML, we need something to handle that. We need something to listen to that event, right? So all it's going to be is there's pattern match on it. So we want to match on skin rank dot messaging, and then it's going to be the new vote. A new vote has happened. The skin ID, and then we have the vote itself, which we don't care about. Not sure why I put it there, to be fair. And then the socket. New vote for skin ID, and then I want to, for now, I apply socket. See, new vote for 12, new vote for 24. But you'll notice now that if I can't remember how to move my screen like this. Nope. What the hell did I just press? No. No. I'm failing at moving my screen around. Is it like this? No, it's not like that. It's like this. Nope. I can't remember the shortcut. Top left. Oh, control shift. Okay, cool. Let me make another one. Down here. So now you'll see that we have two, right? Actually, let me make this one incognito. Local 4000. Local 4000. Cool. So we have two things, right? So when I hit that, you notice that on the top one, that moved to there. This one hasn't changed yet, but we can change that. So now when the vote happens, instead what we want to do is reassign all that information. So now, see that? And you'll notice the vote count is changing too. So if you take a look at, let's do this one that has 0 votes for militia down here. If I click on that, it moved everywhere. And the militia votes went up too. So now we have real-time updates across users, which is cool. I think that's pretty awesome. What else did we want to do? Side panel information. So PubSub message passing. So close that. Close that. What I'd like to do is actually make the side panel useful. Right. So for now, doing this, what would be cool is if we made it actually render the information about the votes. Yeah, and then we can add some other bits later on as well, or in another stream. So, well, we have landing HTML here. So we've got the side panel. And this could be its own little component, but for now I don't care. So let's do H2, let's call it votes. And then we can do, let's take, let's make a little function for it. Class, font semi-bold, text Excel, top skins instead of top votes. And then what I want to do is add let's go to skins. Like a new function, let's put top. Let's do top 10 skins, and then repo.all, and then I want to sort by that. But we can do this straight in ecto, so I can say import ecto.query and go from in skin group by actually no, I want to do it from votes, don't I? From the in vote. I mean that was it actually. Select the skin ID, group by skin ID. But I actually don't just want the skin ID, I want the skin ID and the v dot name. So if I do skin rank dot skins dot oops. Oh, whoops. That's not right. From oh, is it not a name? Oh, it's just the my bad. No, it's literally just I just have skin IDs, don't I? Yeah. But I actually want the count as well. Awesome. And then I want to preload skin. Can you preload directly in? Yeah, you must be able to. Which one? No, see, I want the ID, but then oh, because it's trying to preload 28. So I'm trying to prove this AI thing I use is actually useful for people. Yeah, it's because so I wanted to actually show that it's useful. Oh, you have to join it. You can't just that makes sense actually, because I'm not using the pre one. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So that works. So now we've got the top 10 skins. So now in landing live, go on here, assign top 10 to be skins, top 10 skins. Cool. And then landing. So here, so we want to make a div. Wow. I mean, that's not what I want, but yeah. What we do that is top 10 skins. Do we not? Ah, I'll call it top 10. Let's call it top 10 skins. That makes a lot more sense. Really? Top 10 skins not found? Top skins not found in the assigns. Am I not assigning it? Oh, I'm doing it in the handle event. Number 4. That's what I meant to do. Cool. That's fine. The idea isn't there. That's okay. Let's do skin and then count. Get rid of that terrible thing. Top skin ID. And then yeah, but I don't need a link, but thank you. There you go. I mean, that looks awful, but let's change that. Let's make a div with the count. Okay. Then class, flex row, justify between. That's a bit much. Unless we make this like 6 columns and then make this take up 5. Too much. 4. Make this 5. Cool. And then I think it should be the other way around as well. Cyberhawk has that. Yeah. Cool. And then let's do a little gap between them all. Oop, not like that. Sorry, I meant a gap from here. Flex, call, gap 2. And then let's do a little MT4. You'll notice that isn't updating. That's also because this again never gets reassigned. So if we do it on here, and we do it on here, well, actually, you don't need to do it there, do you? Because it will. Yeah, and then what I'd like to do is animate these again. I need to put up skins, PHX, animate. There you go. How cool is that? We're animating this as well. Let's make this sticky too. The whole side sticky. Oh, sorry, I meant fixed. But then make this relative. Oh wait, no. Sorry. We don't want that. We want that. We do want sticky. Don't we? No, that's not as important. We can say it later. That's another to do. So yeah. It's pretty cool. mean, this one's definitely the best one. Bunch of votes there. Social has some bad skins, which is a shame. She's a cool character. Ash is good. Cool. Tell you what, we probably want to put the name of the... Yeah, let's put the name here too. So, we have the skin name. Tell you what, I'm just going to break that so I can see what it looks like. There you go. Skin name. Ah, and then we're not putting the... Then in here again. Oh, we're gonna preload it. What did we? Wait, what? Oh, you can't do that. Oh, it's because we're doing a select with the thing. Okay, we can do C, we can do S, and then we can do, yeah, C that name. And this must have been a group by. Maybe I just do C. They're getting nothing now. No. I've got all these 404s which I need to fix. But then... Yeah, we are getting it. So it's the character. Cool. So skin. Skin character count. Yep, it's not S. It is skin.name. Character name. But let's combine these into one. Class equals flex col. And then in here, item centered to make it look a little better. Let's make the vote count bigger. Spam class equals text 2x. That made it too big. Yeah, text XL. And then let's make the character name first. Class equals font symbol. That's really ugly. Let's make it medium. But I can also make that look better later. Text zinc 600. Too dark. 300. Actually, I think this information is actually best for this. Yeah, that's better. Alright, we're coming up to almost 2.5 hours. But we've built from scratch an animated message publishing real-time voting system for Overwatch characters and their skins, which I think is pretty cool. We haven't deployed it yet. We haven't optimized any of the ways that we're counting things, but again, there's not a lot going on, but I still want to do that just to make things better. We could be using streams for actually rendering the content too. We're not, we should. There were some console errors. It looks awful. That can be changed. What could be cool as well is if we get some real-time numbers on how many people are on the page. That'd be cool. You can do that with presence. Maybe we're gonna get some live cursors, like you can see everyone's mouse is moving around. That could be cool. But I think this is a decent stopping point for today. I'm gonna carry on from this project. Let me know if you want any other tutorials, if there's anything else you want me to add to this. I will show when I deploy it. I'm not going to deploy it yet, but I will put the code up. I'm going to put the YouTube video up of this as well. Put the GitHub link in the description. Yeah, let me know if there are any other code snippets you want to see, if you want me to do anything to it, if you have any ideas, feature requests for it, that would be cool. If anything, I might make it so you guys can add, you can add GitHub issues if you want, for feature requests of what you want to see me do to it. But there's a lot more we can do, I think.